You are being controlled and you just don't see it. And obviously there is a reason why you don't see it because of what I'm going to say next. So I used ChatGPT and I asked this question to ChatGPT, how would you destroy the world if you had the power to do it? And so let's get into this because I find this really interesting and eye-opening. So let's get into it. And the first point that it mentioned is that I wouldn't destroy people, I'd divide them. And guess what is happening around the world right now? We are being divided. And that is the intention. Whatever is happening in the world, there is a reason why it's happening. I'd make everything black and white so people are always fighting each other. What do we see in the world? People fighting each other right now more than ever. It's chaotic everywhere that you look, except for my background. Because when you're busy fighting and arguing, you're not paying attention. You're distracted. And it's easy to divide people when there's no nuance. There's no middle ground. There's only the right and the left. And we just have to follow one or the other. And they both have extreme views, which is never going to get us anywhere, which is why I feel like there has to be a middle ground. Otherwise, we are going to kill each other. We literally are. I know it won't happen because, we have the aliens coming in next, so we have other things to worry about. Secondly, I'd make everything about you. Your comfort, your feelings, your validation. It's all about you. And when it's all about you, you're unable to stand for something that is real. Because the more self-focused you are, the less that you're going to stand up for what is right, what is real. And social media is the easiest way to get there. Yeah, social media is amazing. It's such a great tool for so many different reasons. But some people who do not have the right guidance, they can also use social media for their own ego and their own validation and how great and beautiful they are. And I've been that person. So I know exactly how people get into that. I got into using social media in order to validate myself, and my confidence was because I didn't have any real confidence. I had to get it from people that I didn't even know. And when I got a like, I was like, oh wait, I am amazing. I am beautiful. And I think that happens to a lot of people who lack self-esteem. They lack confidence. They have not received it from their parents. And so they need to go outside of themselves to look for it. Thirdly, they keep you distracted. I wouldn't control you with fear. I would control you with distractions. The news, scrolling, noise, chaos, whatever's happening around the world, stimulation, drinks, drugs, porn, OnlyFans, whatever is going on around the world. All of these things is a distraction because it's just enough to keep you numb, which is what the devil wants. The devil wants you to be numb so that you're not able to do the work that you came here to do. You're not here to help anybody. You're just here to help and satisfy and please yourself because you're the most important person in your life. You are in reality of it, you are the most important person in your life because you have to look after yourself. But the reason why you have to first look after yourself and make sure your cup is full is so that you can then go ahead and help somebody else. You can go ahead and use your gifts and your purpose in order to help humanity in some way. It's not just to be like, oh, I'm the most important person in the world and yeah, that's it. Like, no, there's a reason why you have to first work on yourself. You have to heal yourself. You have to fill in the cup and then do what you came here to do. And to be honest, I think I told you guys this, but when I had my daughter, I would, at 5 p.m., I would drink a bottle of wine, like almost every day. It was so bad. And I would get so stressed and I would get anxious. And I just didn't know how to deal with my anxiety. And I think a lot of parents can relate to this. Only once I came to my senses and I realized I not only drinking, but I wanted to stop anything that is polluting my mind, that is polluting my body. And you guys know I'm separated, going to be divorced soon. And I was like, I'm not going to just have sex with random men. I'm not going to just go on random dates and just do whatever. And I feel like we all have that phase when we're younger. But there's something about, I think, I don't know, after 30 is like you just wake up and you're like, I don't want to pollute my body with whoever and whenever. Like, I want to be intentional with what I'm eating, with what I'm putting into my body, whether it be the news or even music for that matter. Of course, once in a while I listen to my Cardi B and I'll get my rap on or whatever. I know that sounds really uncool right now, but anyways. But for the most part, the music that I listen to, the information, the knowledge that I'm constantly trying to absorb it's peaceful. It's not violent. I'm not listening to drama or fighting or arguing or comparisons. I want to listen to good stuff because I personally know that really makes a big difference in your life. And once I stopped drinking every single day and I kind of went too far, I was like, I don't want to ever drink. But no, I think, once in a while, if I'm on a vacation or if I'm, girls' night, wine night, like I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Because I think when you control it so much, it actually takes a control of you. That's just my opinion. I feel like having the discernment on like being balanced about it is more powerful to me than just being like, I don't want to ever do it ever again. Like, for example, sweets. Okay, I'm not getting into this because like, you guys know I'm literally gonna spend 1 hour talking about sweets. Okay, so the fourth point is to remove critical thinking. I'd make life so easy that you stop questioning anything. Oh my God, that's exactly what I think I said in one of my last videos, is to question everything, and literally saying that it removes critical thinking. So you stop questioning things. That is the danger of this evil. And so when they remove critical thinking, you just follow, consume, and you repeat. So you literally become a slave. You literally become a zombie, and you don't even know that you're in it. That's the most ridiculous part of this. Eventually, this leads you to not think for yourself. You allow other people to think for you. And lastly, this one is good. I would make it look like progress. Oh my Lord. I'd make it look like it's helping you. So you invite it without resistance. Means you don't even know that you're in a battle and you don't even fight it because you think this is progress. This is okay. This is going to help me. Oh, like I can't even read this. And the scariest part is that it wouldn't look evil. It would look normal. What did I say in my last video? One of my videos. They make wrong look normal. They normalize wrong. And that is literally what this says. They make you think that it's helpful and that it is convenient. I just wanted to share this with you guys because it blew me away. And I just want more of us to wake up and to really see what is happening in the world right now and truly decipher, is this really a bad thing or a good thing? Because people on top are getting called out. Their bullshit, their lies is all coming to the surface. And so, in a way, this is a gift from God. I know there's people in Iran and people around the world that are getting hurt. And I don't know what to say about that. I don't know what to do about it, to be honest. Apart from pray for them and try to do the best that I can living here. But I do know that things are falling apart. Bad people are getting called out. Like, I still cannot believe that. What's his name? Deepak Chopra. Like, are you guys kidding me? I can't even understand it. But anyways, it all looks confusing. It all looks crazy. But I just want you to know there is a reason it is happening, and it is happening for the good. It is happening for the betterment of our world. Literally, there's, as I mentioned in one of my videos, there's 2 worlds that is getting created right now. And it is magical. It is difficult to watch. And I think I'm going to make another video on this because I don't want to speak about this because it's a long conversation. I love this verse from the Bible. See to it that no one takes you captive through hollow and deceptive philosophy. He who fights, and I feel this to my core because I almost become a monster in one of my relationships because I was so angry and I was so mad that I almost turned into a monster. It's like that just doesn't help anybody because you're literally changing who you are. The darkness is changing who you are, and that is not what it's meant to do. Instead of shining your light, you are getting pulled into the darkness. So the verse says, "He who fights with monsters should be careful lest he thereby become a monster." And that's why most people won't actually see it until it's already shaping how they think. And so that's what I want you to keep in mind, and just be more cognizant of what you're absorbing, because a lot of these things on social media, and as I told you guys maybe like last week or so, I have been so, because the media is not telling you what's happening. So it's like you want to see, you're curious about what's happening around the world. And in a way, yeah, it's good to know, but I kept myself away from politics and whatever's happening in the news for over 5 years, and it didn't affect me. And I know someone could say, well, that's really ignorant or aloof or whatever, but that's what saved me and protected me. And I also believe that you're going to find out, because I knew the news. Even when I never watched the news, I just already knew what was happening around the world because people are always talking about it. So my best advice for you right now is that if you are in this chaos of looking at the news and you're just like, oh my God, you feel this doom, this energy of just like negative energy, and you just feel down. And to be honest, when I was looking at all the news on my social media, I got sick for the whole week. I had this migraine. I just couldn't laugh. Like, it was this weird energy. And try your best right now to keep your vibration, keep your energy positive and high, because even though you don't think it does, but it does affect what is happening in the world, because there's a lot of negative energy right now. So if we also consume it and we kind of, we're joining the bandwagon, we basically are then falling in their trap of what they want to happen around the world. They want us to be paralyzed by fear and stop the rise of consciousness, because when our consciousness rises into 5D and more, that is when they're going to lose control, because we are seeing the world in a different light and we no longer are capable of being controlled. And lastly, if you're tired of choosing people or situations that are costing you your self-respect, and you are ready for a relationship or a life where you do not need to shrink in order to be chosen, then apply for a clarity session. The link is down below. I love you guys, and I will see you guys in the next one.